I'm Ashton Addison from EventChain for Investment Pitch Media and FinTech News Network. And today on Blockchain Interviews, we have Deepak Jain, the CEO of Swyched. Deepak, it's great to have you on the show today, and it's a pleasure to see you, and I'm looking forward to hearing a little bit about Swyched.
It's great to be here. Thanks for having me. Swyched is a fintech company, started about 4 years ago. And we started the company to reinvent the digital gifting space, where a lot of activity happens still using plastic cards. And there is a lot of fraud and a lot of lack of data that the retailers experience with in the plastic gift card world. So we looked at creating a modern digital platform which will streamline the process of gifting between consumers, and in the process provide the retailers with a much better technology, a great resistance to fraud, and a lot more visibility about what their consumers are doing.
That's wonderful. And now when I think of Swyched, I see that you guys have the ability to switch value between cards or different retailers. Is that right? And is the problem that you guys are trying to solve is just that the plastic cards have fraud, or is it also about retaining that value?
Yeah, great question. So there's a multitude of problems we are trying to solve. So yes, the basic value proposition is about me sending a gift to a friend, whose likes and preferences are not immediately known, and people's taste changes every day. Sometimes you are in need for something and you don't necessarily always share that with everyone. So if I'm sending a gift to my friend or family, they should be able to easily switch that to a retailer of their choice, which makes for a great user experience, and also gives me a satisfaction as a sender that my gift is going to be utilized and it will not be stuck in a drawer somewhere. So for a consumer, it solves the problem of wonderful experience, both for the sender and the recipient. And for the retailer, it solves the problem of ensuring that it's digital, it is completely visible to them as to who the users are, and they can also get some increased insights on what kind of products the consumers are preferring. And because it's digital, they can also keep in touch with the consumer and make sure that they come and visit the store. And these are all of the things that we facilitate through our platform.
That's great, Deepak. And I can imagine with the digital version, there's a lot more tracking available and a lot more analytics that you're allowed to see, whereas if you give away a gift card, you never know when it switches hands and whatnot.
Absolutely, and a lot of it just stays in drawer. Sometimes it gets posted on eBay for people to sell if they don't want to use it, and things of that sort. So with the digital technology, we can not only track the usage, we can also present offers to consumers from the retailers so that they are more motivated to go and actually shop at the store. And we can also weed out a lot of unwanted behavior, like people wanting to use stolen credit cards and things like that to buy gift cards, which is a big fraud problem. But the digital technology helps us with putting safeguards in place against all of these and actually driving traffic that the retailers want to have.
Great. So if I'm an end consumer and I'm looking to purchase a gift card for one of my friends, would I just go to the Swyched site and purchase it directly? And I see that's more of a B2C kind of model, but are you guys also working on a B2B model?
Yes. We have a mobile app in the US, and we do have a website in other countries. We have launched B2B capabilities in several countries. India is one of our largest markets for B2B, where companies and loyalty platforms can actually use our digital capability to issue gift cards for their consumers, whether it's for employees or for partners, whether it's for just issuing an incentive or a bonus or for converting your points or miles into gift cards. These are all B2B use cases that we are powering today. And we are launching this capability in the US as well.
That's great, Deepak. It only makes sense to be going digital. And with that said, I could see how there might be some competitors already in this space. What does the competitive landscape look like right now, and what is your guys' unique value proposition?
Yes, there are a lot of websites that allow you to purchase an electronic gift card in the US. There are some marketplaces that let you trade gift cards like an eBay would. So there's some specialized websites like eBay, a version of eBay, you would almost call them that, which are secondary exchanges where people take their existing cards and trade them. We have built this from a fintech viewpoint. So we do not deal in secondary products. We do not take your plastic card that you might have purchased at a convenience store and let you sell it like an eBay would. What we do is we work with retailers directly. We connect with the retailers on a real-time basis with our platform, and we are able to switch the credentials and the money between retailers on a real-time basis. Everything that we sell is brand new, and there's no recycled cards or any kind of those type of issues that you would see. So it's a modern platform. That's really our technological edge, our competitive advantage. The entire Switch value proposition was pioneered by us, and being able to give the recipient the actual choice versus a sender choosing on your behalf was really the pioneering idea that we brought to this market a few years ago.
That's great. And how much time have you guys put into developing the platform, and how long has it been in the market for now?
Our first app was launched in fall of 2016. So it's been around for some time.
That's great. And what is the current business model behind Swyched, and what kind of revenues are you guys driving from your current platform?
Yeah, good question. So we work with the retailers directly, and the retailers actually provide us an incentive to bring the consumers to their stores. And that's done by enabling the switch to their store via the digital gift cards that we sell. So the business model is based on the incentives that the retailers provide to us. And sometimes we pass on some of those incentives as offers to our customers, but those incentives drive our main value proposition. And on the business-to-business side, we work with corporates and enterprises more in a software as a service capability where they can use our platform to modernize their incentives, rewards, and loyalty redemption type of offerings in the marketplace.
That's great. And I see that Swyched has a piece of it called Blockchain Labs. Now, is this part of the B2B that you're working with businesses, or is it that blockchain is integrated into Swyched directly? And I'd love to learn a little bit more about that.
Yes. So the use of blockchain is really targeted towards pioneering the idea of cross-border gifting, which means that if I'm able to send a gift to a friend and the friend is in another country, the friend should still be able to use our platform and switch the retailer as well as the currency in the same transaction. So it'll be me sending, for example, $100 to my friend in UK, and I might have picked, a retailer in the US, but my friend in the UK can switch it in a single click to a retailer in the UK and also convert US dollars into GBP in the same click. So we are using some of that technology on blockchain, and we have already launched this capability across a US to India corridor, and we are looking at launching this across different corridors like that. So that's the main purpose. And as you can imagine, gifting is now becoming a service versus being a product. It used to be a product that used to hang in store shelves, plastic card that people can pick. But now as a service, it's really solving a key problem, which is being able to stay connected with your friends and family, no matter where you are or where they may be, and being able to send something to them on their birthday, anniversary, or whatever occasion in a single click. So as we convert our gifting, into a service, there are a lot of other opportunities around this technology, around payment processing, around digital wallets, around using artificial intelligence to predict what kind of gifts might be preferred or wanted by the audience, to even putting gifting inside your popular platforms like WeChat or things like those, which is things that we are working on. So this is what Blockchain Labs does. It looks at all of these modern technologies so that we can integrate them into our platform to continue to improve and bring more capabilities onto a gifting service.
That's great, Deepak. And how many is this something that's going to be implemented in the short term, or what does the roadmap look like, in the next 6 months for what kind of things you're going to be bringing out as new features or functionality for Swyched?
Yeah, great question. No, blockchain has been something we've been working on for some time. As I mentioned, aspects of it's already implemented. We have also implemented a capability for consumers to trade their Bitcoins or Ethereums for gift cards in the US. So we are expanding that capability as well. And some of the other technologies that I mentioned around conversational commerce and use of digital wallets or chat platforms, we are working on them and plan to release a lot of updates for our consumers in the coming months.
That's great. And what would you say is the biggest challenge behind this? Is the development a challenge or user acquisition?
For a B2C service like this, user acquisition is always a key aspect. It's always a key area of focus for us to drive our awareness of our product, our brand in consumers. So that's always, something that is heavy in our priorities as a focus area. But also we want to stay ahead of the game. We want to bring a lot of innovations. That's what Swyched is really all about, is innovating, and continually staying ahead of the curve is what drives us.
Got to keep expanding, as you say. And now, what are you guys looking for? More developers, or just more customers, or even outside investors? What are you guys really searching for right now as you expand?
Yes, we are growing very rapidly. We are working with partners to drive the adoption of our network. So we are looking for innovative companies like us who can partner with us and take our technology and make it available to their consumers. We are looking for developers. We are looking for retailers in other parts of the world to come on board our platform. So, a lot of different areas where we are growing.
That's great. And are you guys looking to become, more saturated inside of the United States, or are you targeting other geographic regions throughout the world that you haven't touched yet?
We are absolutely looking at expanding geographically. We are looking to bring our service into the UK, into Canada, into Japan, and several other markets.
That's great, Deepak. So if these outside parties are looking to get more information on Swyched or reach out to you for strategic partnerships and whatnot, what is the best way to contact you guys?
Yes, marketing at GoSwitch.com. We pay very strong attention to companies looking to partner with us. So that's a resource, email, marketing at GoSwitch.com. Also, our Facebook page. Please feel free to visit and reach us at our Facebook or Twitter handles. We'll be happy to get in touch.
Wonderful. I will leave your contact details in the description box below under the video. And that's all the time we have today, but I really appreciate you taking the time, Deepak. It was great to hear about Swyched, and I'm looking forward to following along in the coming months for another interview. So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, and thanks for having me. It was great talking. Thank you.